I cried. I let out tears. I was emotional during my interview and I got the job. I was feeling so deeply about the job that I applied to that during the interview, I was letting out real emotions, and that's on being an empath. I am finally about to be back in a job where I'm using my degree to some degree and feeling like, I didn't go to college for no reason. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for fulfillment in a job, feeling like I'm actually doing something and not just serving wings to people who are, mostly pro MAGA. I cried during my interview. Embarrassing. I was embarrassed, actually. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm about to cry right now. And I just let out tears. So
I was laid off 6 months ago. And the job market is trash. So I was laid off 6 months ago from a company where I was in human resources, and it was because of financial reasons, right? And since then, I have submitted about close to 150 applications and have had 2 interviews. When I tell you I've submitted 150 applications, I'm talking about from a barista to HR manager, anything and everything in between, so that I can have some income, so I can help support my family, and I can't get a call back. I'm a military spouse, and today there was a job fair on base, so I went. I talked to maybe about 25 people or so, maybe a few more, and when I tell you, when I hand over my resume, we start talking, I'm going over my job experience, my education, they repeatedly have told me, wow, you have a very impressive resume. Okay, cool. Hire me then. Let's have an interview. Are you hiring? Well, no, we're not really hiring right now. Yes, we're hiring, but we don't really have anything in human resources. It's so discouraging.
At this point, finding a job is dehumanizing. I was laid off a year ago in November 2023. And I was lucky enough to find a new job 4 months later. I got my job through a referral. I had a friend that worked at the company that I work at and saw the position and sent it to me immediately, referred me immediately, and so got the job. She has actually since been laid off from the company, and I'm still there. And I've really just been, through supporting her through her finding a new job, and just watching all these layoff videos and having friends that have been laid off. At this point, finding a new job is literally dehumanizing.
I don't think people realize how dehumanizing this job market is, especially if you're not even looking for a job right now. I've been employed for 6 months now, and I have applied to so many jobs. I can't even count each other I've applied to by now. I have tried everything. And people are like, oh, did you try this website? Did you try this one? Yes, I have tried everything. I'm not an idiot. I'm literally just begging for a job. I will literally do anything. Either I'm too qualified, or I'm not qualified enough, or I don't hear back. I've applied to so many jobs where I've gone to the final rounds of interviews. I have invested so much time into them, and either I don't get the job or I just get ghosted completely. I've reached out to so many people to get referrals, to share my information. I've networked like crazy. Having to say yourself every single day, many times a day, it's exhausting only to keep hearing no.
This Gen Xer submitted 1,000 resumes to different jobs and has no luck, even though they've had 6-figure roles. And the reality is, there's no guarantee of anything. And it's extremely competitive out there because you have so many layoffs of so many top companies that you're competing against people who are probably more qualified or have connections to the hiring manager that you don't. So even though you feel entitled to another 6-figure job, that doesn't mean you're just going to get that. You might actually have to take a step back in order to take 2 steps forward in the future. It's the nature of today's job market, and you have to be thoughtful, patient, and continue to work hard. 1,000 applications, try 5,000 applications, because all it takes is one.
Hi, I'm here to apply to that job that you've had posted the last 2 months. Perfect. We're really excited to hear that. Can you please send us your resume? Absolutely. Here's my resume. Let me know if you need anything else. Yeah, can you please complete this Workday application? Please fill it out with the same exact information that we could find in your resume. Thank you. Workday? Sure, no problem. I'll fill it out. I've got 45 minutes. I can't really think of anything better I'd rather do with my time. There you go. It's done. Thank you for sending your resume to us. We will be back as soon as possible with an answer. Perfect. Here's a cover letter too that tells you why I'm super interested in a job and why I'd be a great fit. I'm really excited about this opportunity. I'm sorry, we have decided to move forward with other applicants. Thank you so much for considering our company. We hope that you apply in the future. Are you serious?
Everybody needs to tell me what they do for a living because I'm literally flabbergasted. I'm 28 years old. I was in the Air Force for literally 7 years. Half of my 20s I spent in active duty military. I have thousands of hours of experience. I've been working since I was 13 years old. I've worked in hospitals, eating disorder rehabilitations centers, residential centers. I've worked as a barista. I have customer service. I've worked on the telephone lines. I've worked as a florist. I've literally done almost everything. I'm a full-time college student on my GI Bill. Where I live, the average rent is at least $2,800 to $3,000 a month. Just for like literally black mold, horrible like living situations. Like it's just disgusting. Tell me why. Like I'm almost done with my degree and I have so much experience like in the nutrition world and like healthcare, all that stuff. I have my associate's degree in health service management. Every job that is that's open, that's hiring is literally it's like $15 an hour. I genuinely I don't understand what's going on in the country.
Why does applying for a job have to be a literal nightmare? Like, I don't understand why and when this became a thing. Like, people are already complaining about the fact that, like, nobody can apply for jobs anymore, right? Because all these jobs don't really exist. You go onto websites like Indeed or maybe even like ZipRecruiter, and they have all these jobs posted like, hey, we're hiring. And then you go to apply and you literally never hear back from them, right? Like, and then of course you call them up and you're like, hey, I saw that you're hiring, submitted an application. Like, what's going on? They're like, oh, well, we'll get back to you. And then they never back to you. There's a lot of complaints, okay? But you want to know what's even more aggravating than that? It's the fact that you'll go to apply to some of these jobs and then you send in the little submission button and it takes you to this separate page where it's like, hey, in order to be considered for this position, this employer would like you to take a test. What? Like, and it always has a little disclaimer like, this may take for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. I'm sorry, are you paying me for my time to take a test?
Just got fired from my tech job. Couldn't be happier. I can't work somewhere where there's zero transparency into how the decisions are being made. I want to work somewhere where the management treats people with respect. I want to work somewhere where I can see how the data-driven decisions were being made. I want to work somewhere that has a more modern technology stack. I don't want to get stonewalled when I ask questions about certain things to understand the tech stack. I'm someone who likes to understand the tech stack through and throughout. If I have an issue with something, I want to be able to bring it forward and have a discussion about it without it being interpreted as being argumentative. So glad to be leaving that place, and these people have no idea that I have multiple things lined up. So if they thought that they were doing something, they're wrong.
Hi, I would like to apply for this job. Here's my resume. Wow, fantastic. You meet all of the qualifications. Great. And I have open availability and I'm able to work holidays and weekends. Fantastic. And how do you feel about teamwork? I personally love working on a team. That's exactly the kind of attitude we're looking for here at the ABC 123 company. That's so good to hear. I feel like I would be a really good fit for the team. Oh God, no, we're not going to hire you. We've decided to pursue other candidates who are better qualified for the position. But we do wish you well, of course, in all of your future endeavors.
So, I have news that I don't want to share with you, but I have to.
Okay, I'm prepared.
And this is why I was telling you yesterday, all the things that I said, which 100% are true. The role has been affected.
I was just wondering if you guys are hiring at this location?
But we're not currently hiring.
Hi, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring?
At the moment, we're not. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you. I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
At the moment, we are not.
Hi, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
We currently aren't hiring at the moment.
Ain't nobody told me nothing!
Somebody go get it.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here.
I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like 3rd in my class, so successful in high school and college. And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized. But nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job?
I didn't get a job. To join me as I become a content creator. But not for the reason that you're thinking. Decided that I'm going to start a platform as a portfolio to show companies that I do understand the algorithm and that I am capable of social media. Here is me saying, I also cannot get a job, let's do it together. So I have come up with 3 different social media strategies. First one is going to be engagement. The second one is going to be posting consistently. And then the third one is creating a series, which is going to be becoming a content creator so I can get a job. If you are a 20-something-year-old girly looking to get a job in social media, let's do it together. I'm like totally down for that.